And it clicked the other night, actually, to be honest, because when I was at the corner, I was like, originally before I went up, I've been getting a little bit nervous there because I used to be there like quite often, right? And then, you know, the pandemic hit. Joe's got a lot of mouths to feed, which is fine. So I wasn't getting booked there a lot, and I would always be there and get nervous. And then Saturday, something clicked with me. I was just like, you know what, dude? At this point, you got nothing to lose. Like, you're not getting booked regularly, anyways, like anywhere. So why not just go out there and just fucking
Have
just
fun.
do
Have a
the
good
best
time.
do the best Rick Rowley you can. And then I went up there and literally my first line was like, "What's up, you fucking dusters?" But I said it like I gave zero fucks, and I just had them in the palm of my hand, and I slayed the whole night. And I was like, man, I need to carry this with me all the time. Like every time I do a set, I need to be like, dude, you have nothing to lose. Like, absolutely. Like at the end of the day, like nobody gives a fuck. Like, so why not just go out there and just do the best that you can, like crush the best way you know how. I mean, then if you start getting these big shows, obviously nerves going to kick in, and that's happened with me too. But at this point, it's like, why even bother? Like, these people aren't going to
Mm-hmm.
remember you. The people online know me more than these people. No one
Yeah,
gives a fuck
you have that
about.
net. Nobody really gives a fuck. More people
Yeah,
are.
when you
People always think that like everyone thinks this, right? But everyone always thinks that like everyone around them is like being hypercritical of them.
yeah,
But it's not the case. Everyone is in their own heads. So it's
yeah,
like your performance, you might have thought it was like the most devastating, traumatic thing ever. It was the worst thing ever. And half the crowd wasn't even like, they're not even going to remember that tomorrow. They have their own shit. They have a mortgage. They have like a babysitter
yeah,
they got to get back to. The other guy maybe sucked more that night. So they're thinking about
yeah.
that guy more. You know what I mean? Like you can't even assume those things.
No, who gives a fuck?
Nah. But how you feeling about like, okay, we started this podcast. We're just rounding up to an hour now. We started this podcast with anxiety, but how you
Yeah.
feeling about the trip? Still
You know
anxious?
what? That like the anxiety was the thing that kicked in, but actually talking it through this fucking therapy session right here. Now I realized that I am really, I think, looking forward to it. I think like I've always been the type of person like keep an open mind. So I think it's just gonna be like I'm embracing that more than I'm anxious, for sure. But I just say that because I was like I have an anxiety disorder, or I don't know what you believe, because I know some people go like, oh, it doesn't exist and shit. But personally, I
No.
do take like meds for it. I've been on them for like a while, and they just they help me.
Just mellow you out a
It's
bit.
yeah, it's not everybody's choice. They don't like to do
Yeah.
medication, but I've
Everybody's
always
different, I believe.
yeah, and I've always had anxiety and OCD like basically my whole life. So like I think it's very easy for those things to come through. Like even any opportunity I've ever had where I've that's been like like a really like even career fucking defining moment for me. Like, dude, I was on a panel with like all NHL dudes, and I'm just this hockey fan with milky tits, like talking, and they were I crushed. Like they were laughing so hard, and they loved me. They even like messaged me after, and the whole time I was sitting there being like, "Oh fuck, I can't believe like I did this." And then
They're
afterwards,
like, they love it.
yeah, they loved it. They posted like literally like 4 or 5 of my clips on their social media, and then they even did a fan poll to their audience being like, who's your favorite guest? There's all NHL guys and me. And then half the people in the comment section said Rick Rowley. So
Fuck
it's
yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah. So it was like, but right after that, I was like, oh, I think I might have said something stupid. So that's like me with the whole Brazil trip. It's like, I know this is going to be amazing. I'm going to have a great time, but there's always that part of me that's like really anxious. And I wish I didn't do that to myself, because you
I
shouldn't,
think
like, you
that's
shouldn't.
natural though, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
like think if you really sit down and think about like you should definitely still do it. But if you think about what you're doing, there's a reason why there's like this human instinct to be like anxious. It's
Yeah.
traveling to a foreign place where you do not speak the language. That is like
Yeah.
your anxiety is the thing that's going to save you because it's going to force you to over prepare for the worst case scenario. So it's like
Exactly. It's
kind of like
survival.
feel that anxiety like for a second and then like use it to like promote an action essentially. to like
Yeah.
that will ease it. You know what I mean? Like, so if downloading that Google Translate app and like downloading some like map area stuff that you can pull it up, or like looking up maybe where you're gonna get like a SIM card or stuff while you're there so you can use your phone. Like if lining all that shit up eases your anxiety, fucking do it, man. That's all it's telling
Yeah.
you. It's just telling you need to prepare.
Yeah. And that's a good way of looking at it. So like I would say that I knew without a doubt I'm going, and I'm just like I'm like, no, you're doing this. It's like no matter like anything, even like a stage you could get nervous before, but I've always been the type like, nope, you're doing this. So dude, I mean, I think it's gonna be an adventure. I'm probably gonna get some juicy content, I'm not gonna lie, but obviously it's gonna be a great time with my baby and her whole family. So I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Yeah, man. You've been listening to The Johnny Rogers Show. New episodes air every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.